up, y'all? This is MGTV Reactions, and today I just wanted to pop in and do a quick reaction on Olivia. Okay, you guys. So I have not had the opportunity to get into her live streams, okay, but I did look at her vlogs that she uploaded. So that's what we're going to be reacting on today. Before we get into it, I'm going to ask everybody to go ahead and hit that like button for me, okay? Comment your thoughts down below in the chat because you know I love to hear what y'all have to say, all right? And also, hit the subscribe button too if you have not done so already. Okay? Okay. Now, real quick, I just want to say hello to everybody that is currently watching in the bushes. Hey, everybody. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day so far. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We're going to jump right in. Okay? So, the first video I'm going to start with is one that was uploaded 5 days ago. And she said some things in this video that I thought was really interesting. And I thought it was interesting because I don't understand. Like, it completely contradicts the previous videos that Olivia has put out there. The videos that she's put out there about how she basically chose to have children knowing that their fathers were not going to be present because she wanted to have them, right? But then in this video, she's contradicting those statements that she previously put out there. So let's go ahead and listen to what she has to say.
But I want to talk to
Hey,
y'all
nearly.
about something I'm going through, and this is real life. And I know a lot of single mamas go through this. A lot of women go through this who do not co-parent and just do everything on their own. And AJ has a field day coming up in a couple days, and it's a father's. It says fathers and families, so I guess if there's no father in the home, the families can come, which I will be going. Kailani and I will be in attendance. Okay, period. But shit like this, like, it breaks my heart. And I know, like, one day my son will have somebody in his life that cares for him and wants to be there for him and show up to everything with him and consider him his son and all of those things. I know, like, my son will have that, and my daughter too. But this is a part of being a single mom that is hard. It's hard, and that's why I want to talk about it. I know that people are going to talk shit. Girl, you a single mama too.
Hey, Shar. And hey, nearly, if you didn't hear me already. So I felt like it was very interesting that she's saying that it breaks her heart that in this situation, um, AJ has a field trip coming up, and it's a field trip where they are asking for the fathers to go ahead and tag along. Well, fathers and families, whatever the case may be. And she feels some type of way about it. But this is the thing, I don't understand why she feels some type of way because she put out a video. I don't remember exactly what she said word for word, but I know for a fact that in that video she was saying how she was perfectly fine with the fact that she has two children whose fathers are not present. She had the children because she wanted to. She knew what she was getting into. And so she made these selfish decisions, right? To have these children. Now, she has beautiful children. I'm not saying that they should not be here. However, I don't understand why you're feeling some type of way now when you consciously made a choice to procreate with men who you knew would not be in the picture just because you wanted to fill a void of, I don't know, maybe losing your older three children or whatever the case may have been. All right. So now your son is getting older and to the point where he's going on field trips. They have asking the fathers to come, and you feel some type of way because your son doesn't have a father present. And then she says, "Oh well, um, I know that one day he'll have that." How could you be so sure that one day he's going to have some sort of a father figure? You've had numerous men come in and out of his life already, and none of them have been willing or wanting to be a father to this child. They might only play house with the children because they want to sleep with you, but none of them are truly interested in fathering somebody else's child and being there full time. If that were the case, one of them would have stayed, but none of them did. Anyway, let's continue.
So, okay.
Hey,
But
Eye for an eye.
it's not a big deal. I think us single mamas have to stick together, and instead of trying to tear the next bad bitch down, people need to be happy instead of bitter.
Hey,
But that's
Nisa.
another topic for another day. But real shit. That's why I wanted to come and talk to you guys, because this is real life. I know a lot of us mamas go through this shit. And I live in my truth, and this is transparency, you feel me? But yeah, it breaks my heart that my baby doesn't have that. AJ is good. AJ
it breaks her heart so much, but she made the decision to not only just have AJ in that type of predicament, but also have Kalani. And Kalani has only met her father once for maybe a week or so in person, right? And then after that, you go and have a baby with another man. At what point are you going to stop bringing these children into the world that you're going to have to feel sorry for because they don't have another parent? They don't have a father. That's the question that I have. Now, I'm not being, I'm not saying that she's wrong for feeling that way. I'm just saying that she's wrong for consciously making these decisions with these men. She's not even under the impression when she gets pregnant by them that they're going to be around. That's the issue. You're never under that impression. From the jump, she already knows that they're not going to be there. Just like with this one that she's about to have. She tried to pin it on Kalani's father, probably because that would have been easier to have 2 children and only have 3 baby dads instead of 4. So have 2 by the same guy, right? But she was not able to do that. So then she went with this other guy saying that he's the father, and apparently they're having issues. After that other guy, she brings in an old man and says that he's going to play daddy, in replacement of the previous guy. Like, what's happening? And then you have the nerve to sit here and say that you feel some type of way. Well, why? You knew what you were doing. You signed up for this. So later on down the line, you're going to have to explain to your children why they don't have fathers, where their fathers are, and you should be telling them, oh, well, it's because I just wanted to have you. I wasn't thinking about what kind of man I was having you with. Anyway, Sean, you said she kills me with this stick together stuff. No one has to support you in your bad decisions. Right. Now, like I said, it would be completely different if she was actually, with these men for a period of time even, okay? At least, I don't know, 6 months to a year. But that's not even the case. You meet these men, you're with them for maybe it was a few months with Zolo, but the other ones, a month or less, okay? And you have babies with them. And what do you expect to be the outcome? You choose to have their children. Makes no sense.
It is going to be good. But times like this, I'm like, oh, I can't wait until AJ has that in his life, until he has that father figure who wants to do everything with him, because AJ is amazing. He's an amazing, amazing, amazing kid. And you guys see it. Who can't see it? He's amazing. So anyway, he's going to have field day. And when I seen that, I was like, it's okay, baby. It's okay. Mommy's going to be there for him. I'm going to always be there for him. But anyway, my son's going to be fine, and he's going to have a great field day. But y'all drop below in the comments, do you guys as single mamas go through this? And how do you guys get through this? This is like the beginning for me because he's in pre-K. So I know like throughout his whole life, he's going to have father this, father that. And until mommy gets a great stepdaddy, mommy's going to have to do it. Okay. And that's okay. But shout out to all the single mamas. Woody woo! We hold it down. Period. And yeah, I love us.
It's okay for you, right? But sooner or later, AJ is going to have questions because he appears to be such an outspoken child already. He's going to have questions about, when they have these events, where his father actually is. Actually, he's had phone conversations with his alleged father. So he's going to want to know, why does his father, not come around? Why is he not able to have a relationship with his father? And those are going to be the hardest questions to to answer for Olivia. She's saying it's okay, but it's really not okay, because even if you're not with the father, you should at least try to make it or have an environment where it's possible for the father to show up and act as a father. Olivia's in a situation where not only is she having these babies with these men that, she's barely even with, but it's not even an environment after the child is born where the fathers can come and try to even be involved. And so that's the worst part about it, because the parents don't necessarily have to be together, for the child to be happy, but they can't even be present. Look at all the shit she got going on with the guy she's currently pregnant with. It's like, I don't understand what she's doing. But anyway, let's continue. Hey, Steve.
I love y'all. Keep your heads up, okay, ladies? I think when our kids look back on it, they're just gonna be happy. They're just gonna be happy that we were there. You understand? Okay, okay. I'm gonna go get my baby. I'll see you guys.
She said when our kids look back on it, they're just going to be happy that we were there. Yeah, they're going to be happy that they had somebody there, that they had a parent there. But they are still going to have this void of longing to have a father. They're going to want to know what that's like and why they were not able to have their father or why you had them in a situation like this anyway. I don't know. I mean, I people go through this all the time. It's a lot of kids out there who don't have a father, right? And they wind up just fine. But I just don't understand the purpose and continuously doing it. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Anywho, she's not talking about much else in the rest of this video, um, and so I'm gonna go ahead to the next one. I just thought that it was kind of cringe for her to even say that after putting out a video saying that she did this on purpose. Now she want to act like she's sad for the kids. Girl, bye. Anyway, let's get into this. So in this video, Olivia, basically the beginning of it, I'm quite sure you all probably have seen it, but she went to a doctor's appointment. Doctor's appointment was canceled for whatever the reason may be. She wanted to find out what the gender is, so she paid to go to some other place that does ultrasounds to find out the gender of the child. Now, y'all let me know in the comments whether or not you think that Olivia has been receiving prenatal care throughout this pregnancy. I don't think that she has been, outside of her, doctor's visit in jail. But let me read the comments real fast, and then we're gonna get into this. Miss Shar, you said only lasts a month with a man and finds out she's pregnant every time. Tragic. That's what I'm saying. Like, at what point are you going to do better? I could understand a situation where you become a single mother because you're actually with a man. You guys have been together for some time, and then within the duration of that relationship, a pregnancy comes about. Okay, and somehow, some way, the relationship does not work. You become a single mother. All right. I understand that. It happens. It's happened to a lot of different women. But what I'm saying is the problem for me is you are having numerous children and not even having been with their fathers for at least 3 to 6 months. Then you're pregnant and you're having their babies, and you're doing this by your lonesome. And it just doesn't make any sense to me. That's the problem I have. Anyway, Miss Shar, you say he asks questions now, and that's sad. That's sad. He's so young, already asking these questions. You said she is a fatherless child herself, so she doesn't give a damn. I mean, but normally parents want better for their kids. So if you're going to have children, at least try to procreate with men who you know or believe will be in the picture. Like, she has no idea whether or not these men are going to be in the picture. She doesn't even know them well enough. And then look, they always wind up not in the picture. Hey, OG Wu Chow, you said, Steve, you said Liv can be in the same room, but she's really not there. I agree. OG Wu Chow, you said she's just going to lie to those kids, place all the blame on the men, and take zero accountability. Yeah, more than likely she is, but I think that, I don't know, when kids get older, they kind of can see for themselves what type of person their parents truly are and form their own opinions. You also said the sad truth is if she would have AB'd this baby, she would be taking a Prego test after grandpa. Child, I mean, and I don't disagree with that. Unfortunately, that is the case. And she's saying that she's going to get her tubes tied after this pregnancy. I don't know. We shall see.
It's a girl, and I mean, I already know. You guys, I've been saying it's a girl for the past, since I knew I was pregnant. Like, I just knew it from my body. Oh, it's okay, Mama. Mommy's right here. Hearing that today, I don't know. It's just a lot of emotions and just a lot was rushing me. And I decided to keep the baby. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Honey, what are you trying to do, Mama?
So I have a question. Last time I did a live stream, I watched a live where Olivia was talking about how she is seriously considering giving the baby up for adoption. She said that she even had people emailing her. She wanted to give the baby to a wealthy family and all the things, right? And she said, don't question her about adoption or whatever the case may be. She knows what she's doing. She's been doing the research. And so I just find it odd that now that she knows for sure that it's a girl, um, she wants to, she's saying now that she's not going to give the baby up for adoption. Like, would it have made a difference if it was a boy? Would you be considering giving the baby up for adoption then? Why is it now that you found out it's a girl, you can sit up here and say, "Oh yeah, I'm going to keep the baby." What's that about? To be honest, I don't believe that she was ever going to really consider giving the baby up anyway. Why she would play around like that, I do not know. I don't know, because she actually had people that were seriously interested. Okay, but to sit here and say now that I know that it's a girl, I'm not. I'm not. I'm going to keep the baby. I just thought that was a little crazy. Hey, Big Nene, I missed you too.
She's real congested. I know. I know, baby.
Okay, come on.
Just had to take a moment and like really figure out what I'm gonna do because even though I was seriously considering adoption, I just started thinking about everything like in that moment. And it wasn't just like, it's a girl. No, excuse me. It was more like, you don't understand. This morning I woke up.
She's saying it's not because she found out it's a girl, but maybe it is. Maybe it is that. Maybe that's the reason subconsciously. Because if you think about it, people love saying that she is trying to replace the Web3. She has went ahead and had actually no, because she had AJ first, but whatever. She's went ahead and had a boy. She had a girl, and she's about to have another girl. So maybe that might be it for her now that she has two boys and a girl again. Who knows? Who knows? But that's also strange to me too. Because what did the gender have to do with anything?
This baby has been like so much more active, like, or I'm just feeling her more. Like, she's bouncing around, and all this morning, like, I was just feeling her bouncing, bouncing all day. I've just been feeling her, like, the movements have fully kicked in. And I was just like in my feelings. I'm sorry, guys. It's just the shit that I've been through. The shit that I've been through. And this baby was right there by my side, like. I remember like the first day. The first day I got locked.
I'm confused. I'm honest. Honestly, I'm confused. She said the baby has been right by her side the entire time she's been going through things. Well, girl, what other choice did the baby have? It's in your stomach. You're carrying it. Of course, the baby was by your side. But here's the problem: you're bringing another child into a terrible predicament where you are already at odds with the supposed father of this baby. You don't want him to be involved, or he doesn't want to be involved, whatever the case may be. And then you're sitting here breaking down. I'm just confused. I mean, this is the sixth child. What is so emotional about it? What is it? What is everything that you've been through? Everything that you've been through has been happening to you as a direct result of your own decisions that you have made thus far. Everything. The children being born, the child support situation, the situations with these men, these are all the outcome of your decisions.
The like I was just crying, bro. Like I was just telling the baby, I was like, Thank you for being here with me. Like, the baby has already just been there so much for me. And she's not even born. Like, she's probably saved me from so much in jail. And I know, like, it doesn't mean shit to y'all because y'all don't know what I went through, but like,
Well, what could she have saved? What could the baby have saved you from so much of in jail? I'm confused. Would the woman in there have beat your ass if you weren't pregnant? Either way, you had to go to jail because you did not pay child support. So, what is the baby? What, girl? I can't.
this baby kept me going. Like, the times where I wanted to give up and I wanted to, like, fight or I wanted to just go fucking crazy, bro. I couldn't because I had her to think about. So I was just thinking about all that shit today. And when I heard it was a girl, like, for sure, I was like, I'm not gonna give up on you. I'm not gonna give up on you. I'm not gonna leave you in the world without me. Because
See what I'm saying? She said, when I heard it was a girl, I'm not going to give up on you. I'm not going to leave you in the world without me. So it is because it's a girl that you're choosing to, like, what's happening? How can she say that it's not because of the gender that she's choosing to keep the baby and now say that when she found, I'm just not understanding. I guess I'm always confused with her. Um, Kingston's mother, you said, what episode of Teen Mom is this? Oh my gosh. Miss Shaw, you said according to her, she was made for jail life, child. She said that. She was made for it. Mm.
you were always there for she's been there for me, you know. And she has no idea. So I'm keeping my baby. And I had to have a long talk with the lady that I've been talking to who was interested in adopting her. And she totally understood. Shout out to her. Her name is Vicky. And Vicky, I really appreciate her. I really appreciate her. She's such a sweet lady. And thank you for understanding and being supportive. But yeah, I'm keeping the baby, guys. And I'm excited to meet her. I'm excited to. I'm excited. My mom. I was also on the phone with my mom, like, the whole appointment. Shout out to my mom.
So this is just my thoughts on the situation. I think Olivia is sitting here crying, not because of the baby. I think that she is just crying and emotional about doing all of this by her lonesome again. This is what it seems like to me because as far as the baby goes, I really don't understand all of the emotions. I mean, like I said, this is the sixth child. None of this is new for you. You have been through this over and over and over again. You know what to expect. Um, so I think that she is pregnant, so she's already going to be emotional. But I really think the emotion is stemming from uh, this is going to be another fatherless child with somebody that she doesn't even really like. And she can't find anybody to tag along or be a part of this situation with her. She might have been emotional at the damn ultrasound place because your mom is on FaceTime. The father is not. Okay, nobody. They didn't. The father's not present. That's what is given for me. Not necessarily all this stuff that she's talking about the baby being there for her through so much and everything else. I'm like, yeah. Um, Big Nina, you said I think this baby is going to be dark skinned like the Web3. Maybe. OG Wuchai, you said crying because she has not been able to successfully trap not one man to make them stay. Yeah, that's what it gives. That's what it gives. Hey, SC Johnson, you said it's good to see you on in the middle of the day. I almost missed you, child. Yes, I was off today. I was off today. Ashley Moreful, you said cry more live. Lisa Wood, you said that baby looked like Gamer Bay. How you know? From the ultrasound? Um, Miss Shar, you said she is so fake. She was just calling the baby it last week. What? Not it, child. Not it. Anyway, let's hear what else she has to say. It's a mess.
Shout out to just everybody. I'm just crying. I'm sorry, but like seriously, shout out to everybody who shows me support and love because I get so much hate, and you guys see it every day. I get so much hate, and I also get so much fake love. Like people are so fake. Fake is
Well, who is giving Olivia fake love? I think everybody, especially everybody on the internet, is pretty much they're they're doing what they're doing. What do you mean? Fake love from where? Okay? The only people that you receive fake love from is the men that you lay down with. The people on the internet that are for you, make it clear that they are for you, girl. They're in your comments, they're supporting you, they are encouraging you, all the things. The people that are not for you are voicing their opinions and making it known that they are not for you and your bullshit. They don't like it. All right? What? Who is showing you fake love but the men that you choose to lay down with after a couple days of knowing them? The fake love that you receive is by your own doing because you keep inviting these men into your life and don't even know what their intentions are for you. Keisha, I agree with what you said. You said I think she really wants a male version of Nisha, but nope. That's what I think too. I think Olivia is just seeking love in all the wrong places and all the wrong people. Okay, and she wants to find somebody who's going to put up with her bullshit and support her and take care of her children and do all the things. Um, but she has yet to come by that. And with the way she treats people and everything that she does, I don't know. I just don't see it for her. I would hope that she could find somebody that's a good person to those children, but I just feel like with the way that she carries herself, that she's going to continue to come across the same kinds of men. Big Nene, you said whenever she wears that Karen wig, here comes the fake tears. Oh my gosh. You said maybe she's talking about Wolf of Brooklyn, child. Isn't that a married man?
tell, but like the people who actually show me real love.
But then again, I guess that wouldn't mean anything to her, right?
I love you guys, and I'm so excited to like the next chapter of my pregnancy and then having her and meeting her and just having her a part of the family. You know, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. It really is. It really, really is. Yeah. And then I had the little gender reveal today. I told you guys what she was, and that was so special to me that I was able to share that with you guys and just talk to you guys, like talk to you guys about real shit. You know, I'm not perfect. I make a lot of mistakes. I know I do. Um, I love the wrong people. I give my energy to the wrong people. Um, I know everything I do wrong. I know everybody loves to point out everything I do, but I know my own mistakes.
Right. So here's the thing. If you know your own mistakes and you know everything that you're doing wrong, why continuously choose to do wrong and make the same mistakes over and over and over and over again? I don't understand. That's the part that gets me. Like, I could understand this being the situation. Okay, AJ's situation, I can understand that. All right. I'll give her some grace. After she lost the Web3, I could understand her going ahead and getting pregnant by this guy and having the baby. Okay, I could understand that. But then when you see how that situation is going, I don't understand the pregnancy with Kailani. All right, I don't. That's not to say that the baby shouldn't be here because it's a beautiful little girl. All right, she's beautiful. Okay, great for her, but I don't understand having another baby with another man that's not going to be present and that never even showed up for you. So how could you expect him to be showing up for a child that is being created with a woman that he barely even knew himself? So okay, but then she has Kalani, and then in between that, apparently she said she was pregnant before this, and she got AB allegedly. We don't know if that's the case or not, but you go through that, and then wound up pregnant again after that. All right, and now you're having this baby by another man who you don't even really like, because I refuse to believe that she ever really liked Gamer Bay. I just don't think that she did. All right, I think that he was just something to do when there was nothing to do, and somebody to just keep her, occupied until she found somebody else. All right, and then she goes ahead and gets pregnant with him supposedly, because we really don't know if he's the father or not. And she doesn't even like him. Right, and then you choose to go forward with this pregnancy. Why? I don't know. And that's not to say that she should have aborted this, she should abort this baby, or whatever the case may be. I'm just saying, why even put yourself in a position where you could be impregnated by men that, for one, you don't really want to be with, because you don't like them personally anyway, and that you don't know what type of father they're going to be. You don't know how likely it is that they'll support you through the pregnancy or what. I just don't understand. I don't. I don't. Big Nene, you said she wants so much, but she doesn't have anything to offer. No, she does have. Only thing she has to offer, in my opinion, is coochie and some kids. If the man can't have any kids, she got kids. Okay, that's what she has to offer. That's it. That's all. Honestly, truly. OG Wuchow, you said till you do right by the Web3, everything you touch will fail. Big Nene, you said let's see what she buys for the baby. Well, more than likely, y'all know she's probably going to have some sort of a virtual baby shower so that her supporters can go ahead and buy whatever she needs off of her registry, which more than likely they probably will be participating because they are in full support of the pregnancy, right? So I don't think she'll have to buy much, honestly. Essie Johnson, you said, what in the world could she be thinking about to make herself cry? You know this is a performance. Yeah, she's definitely performing. Like I said, I don't think that this is anything about the baby. I think this is more so about her being upset that she is having to do this, or just alone, right? She doesn't have anybody right now even faking as in acting as if they want to be a part of the situation. And so I think that might be depressing to her, but not the situation itself. Um, Ashley Moore, you said she made the same one 3 times with 3 randoms. Exactly. More than the ocean, you said a mistake is made once, it becomes a choice after that. My point exactly. At this point, she's choosing this for herself and her children. And she still sits here and says that, at some point, some man is going to come along and take all of this on and be involved with this for the rest of their lives and be a father to AJ, Kalani, and this baby. Yeah, okay, girl. But let's continue.
Um, why do I keep doing it? Because I'm a normal person
Hey,
who
Teresa.
wants to be loved. You know, everybody wants love. I'm sorry that I make so many mistakes and I'm not perfect. Why are you in my room too? Everybody just wants to be in mommy's room. Come on, climb up here. Get up there. Maybe with babies and cats. Cats and babies. Everybody wants to be in mama's room. But I had to reschedule my appointment for Tuesday, next Tuesday. So we'll see what happens there. This lady at this sonogram place, she told me I'm 22 weeks and 3 days. I mean, they're gonna have to do a full anatomy scan of the baby. Um, but she said that everything's good. Like she looked at the baby and the heart and the tummy and the legs and
She said the lady told her how many weeks she was. I mean, girl, you didn't already have an idea of how many weeks you are? Didn't they give you an estimate of how many weeks you were when you got the first ultrasound in jail? I don't. Okay.
I can't wait to meet this baby. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And then I'm done. You guys know I'm done. I'm getting my tubes tied. So I just want to enjoy this pregnancy. I don't want any drama. I'm done with the drama. If anybody is going to be in my life, they're just going to be peace. They're going to bring peace, bring love, and that's it. They're not going to bring drama. And if that means I just have to be by myself and with my kids, that's what I'm going to be, because I don't want anybody around me who's going to bring drama, stress me out. No. Okay, I'm going to have a good rest of my pregnancy. Because this is the last one. This is it. But I love y'all. Thank you so much for loving me and being there for me and supporting and everything. I love y'all. And yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe. You guys know the deal.
Girl, bye. This talking about she's excited to meet this baby. It damn sure don't look like it. Sitting here crying these tears and looking all sad and depressed. It does not look like it at all to me. But let's go ahead and go to the latest video that she uploaded titled "I Got Left Again. Why Can't I Keep a Man?" Now, y'all, I'm not interested in watching the full video at this time. I really don't have the time to do that. So we're just skipping through to the parts where she's talking and getting to the point. Okay.
I know I say that, but it's like, it's so true. Like, I literally went to jail, got out of jail, and just got out and just started, like just picked up the baton and just kept running, girl. Like, I never really got a chance to ever sit down and process anything that's happened to me. And I still don't have time to do any of that. And on top of it, I'm pregnant. And on top of it, I did a stupid thing and tried to fall in love with somebody. Girl, bye. Okay, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking there. And you know what the problem is with me? I fall in love with losers. And I'm finally okay to say that. You guys have seen the type of men that I get with. And the reason I do that is not because I think that's all I could get. It's just I was taught not to judge people like that. So I just don't judge. I just feel
It's the I fall in love with losers for me. You don't even deal with these men long enough to really fall in love. Who did you fall in love with? I don't believe that she ever was really in love with Zolo. I think that I don't know. She might have been enamored with him or just happy to have somebody who she thought was younger and maybe more attractive than Gerard. Is he younger than Gerard? I don't know. But she probably felt like he was more appealing than Gerard, so she wanted to show him off. Maybe because of the tattoos and him being light skinned, child. I don't know. But to love him, I don't know. I feel like she was really just trying to get her lick back with that one because she had him all in the house, all around the kids, okay, doing the most with him. Um, so I think that she was just eager to put that on display simply just because of that reason. But who could she in love with who after that situation? I understand being in love with Gerard because they had the timing, all right. But who were you even with for at least a year or like okay, maybe you'll fall in love before a year, okay? So who were you with for at least 6 months, right? To be in love with them. You're not in love with these men. You're not.
like sometimes you meet people in bad situations, but they're capable of so much more. But it's like when you meet somebody in a bad situation, unless you're willing to like build them up, um, you're wasting.
Oh, Big Nina, you said she's talking about Ben Gay Bay. Who is that? It's too many different bays, okay? I can't keep up. Who was Ben Ben Gay Bay. Who is that? Y'all said Prison Bay, Stoner Bay, fucking uh, Gamer Bay, Grandpa Bay. Now we got a Ben Gay Bay. Who? Which one is that supposed to be, child?
Wasting your time, because that's what a lot of these, we were talking about it in a live the other night, but that's what a lot of these, sad to say, that's what a lot of these men out here need, is like a mommy to like build them up. And you know so I'm not really into that kind of stuff. So they always end up like resenting me because of the type of men that I choose. They end up like resenting me and being upset at me because I'm not willing to build them up. You know what I mean? And then on top of it, I feel like they get like jealous a little bit. I don't know, but it's my fault. I know that because it's the men that I continuously choose. And it's because, I don't know, I have access to these men. And plus, I just feel like I don't look at somebody and I don't judge them for what they have, but I've made that mistake so many times.
So you're admitting that these men are bombs, okay? Because I think she tried to make it seem as though Gamer Bay had some sort of motion, that he was employed, maybe had a nice car, or whatever the case may be. So you're saying you don't judge them for what they have in the moment. Are you sitting? Is she admitting that these men are more than likely bombs? They have nothing going on. Even the old man probably was one too. She's saying she falls in love with bombs, but girl, I feel like the bare minimum that you should expect for a man to come with, right, is a job, a business, or some way that he is making money that is legal, okay? Because we don't want no jailbirds and no criminals and nothing like that. That's the bare minimum. A job, um, a car, because I mean, it could be a stable man without a car, but most women want a man that has a car, all right? And his own place to stay. That is the bare minimum. Once a man has those three things, that's good, all right? If he's not living with his mother or his baby mama or something like that, that's you get points for that. Um, so in that instance, unless they're a deadbeat with all those things, I don't consider them to be bombs. So did these men at least have that? With her saying this, it makes it seem like they didn't even have those things, in my opinion. Um, let me see. Big Nina, you said the old man that was talking too much. Black Abuja, you said as soon as I come in, she's copying. Ashley Moore, you said I have access to these men thanks to POF. Miss Sassy, you said imagine when you're not good enough for a bum, child. Big Nina, you said she's such a liar. She was bragging about Gamer Bay car and that he's a veteran. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Now that's what she said that he had. Now she could have been lying because she does have a tendency to try to make it seem like these men are better than what they are because she wants everybody on the internet to believe that she can come in contact with a man who is actually worth something. That not all of the men that she come across are bums who need her financially or for a place to stay or whatever the case may be. So she does hype them up. Same way she did with Kalani's dad. Okay. Like I said, I was a little bit shocked to see him. Now he said he's employed or whatever, but that the situation in itself, he has a lot going on. All right. I'm not calling the man a bum, but it's he has a lot going on. It's a messy situation over there. So she has a tendency to hype these men up and make it seem like there's something that they're not. So she could have been lying about Gamer Bay. Who knows? Right? Who knows?
And it hasn't got me anywhere. It just got
Hey,
me in
CC Life.
trouble, and it got me dealing with these horrible, disgusting people that have nothing to lose. So they try to take me down with them type shit. You guys have seen it. And then when they're done with me, where do they go? To the next woman that will literally mommy them. And that's what these type of men that I deal with are looking for, mommies. And no, I'm
It seems like you got with her saying this, she's the men that she comes in contact with are looking for mothers, but essentially you're looking for the father that you never had, right? You're constantly looking to procreate with these men and hoping that when you have the baby with them, they'll stay with you. So you're looking for a mother. You're also looking for somebody that's going to stick around with you and deal with your bullshit, regardless of everything that you're doing. You're looking for a father yourself. You're looking for a father for your children and for yourself. So while you're saying this about these men, look at how you're coming to them. Desperate, willing to do anything just for some attention from a man, asking these men to be involved with a baby that you're carrying that's not even theirs. You're looking for a lot. You're looking for a whole bunch of help and unconditional love. All right, and for somebody to stick with you through everything, like a good father would. That's just my opinion.
I'm just not that type of woman. So knowing that I don't have patience, time, I need to stop getting with loser bums, okay? Okay. So that's my bad. That's my flag on the play. Okay, I'll take that. And I just have to not settle for less.
What you have to do is slow down. What you have to do is get to know these men. That's what you have to do. You would know that these guys are loser bombs if you didn't sleep with them after 2 days. All right? You would know that if you at least waited, I don't know, make shit. I think a good amount of time is at least 3 months to wait to get to know him, to see what type of man he is, if he is willing to provide. You get to see that based off of how he acts when it comes to courting you, taking you out places. What he voluntarily does without you even having to ask. You get to see that. You get to see a whole lot more about a person, what their intentions are for you, if you just take your time. If they're overly sexual and their main concern is getting into your house and laying up with you, if they're sending you dick pics after a couple days, then that lets you know that more than likely they're just coming over. They're just coming around because they want to have fun with you, and they're going to be in and out. That's how you figure that out. But the problem is you don't even take your time to get to know these men. You talk to them for a little bit, get on the phone with them, invite them over immediately, right? And then they're in the house with you and your kids. And as soon as your kids go to sleep, or maybe they don't even go to sleep, you lay on your back for them because you have low self-esteem and you have low self-respect. And unfortunately, Olivia's not going to be able to find anybody worth having if she does not learn how to take things slower. It's just not going to, it's not going to happen. Because most of the men on these dating apps are just looking to basically dig in the guts. Most of them. The majority.
Show you my cat. Queen, did your sister knock you out? I know you were in there messing with her. What'd she do? Did she scratch you in the face? Did she get your eye, girl?
Hold up. Black Abuja, you said she needs to pretend that it's not because of low self-esteem, knowing good and well that's the reason. It's definitely the reason. Big Nene, you say Gamer Bay wouldn't even take her garbage out, and she was crying about that. Child, not he wouldn't take the garbage out, but he was over there screaming and hollering with his motherfucking game hooked up to the TV, and he couldn't take the trash out. And then on top of all that, I don't even have the timestamp for that video, but it's another one. I believe it was maybe a live stream that I watched where she was on here going on and on about Gamer Bay having a shrimp. This is the kind of dumb shit that I be talking about. Like, now that you are feeling however you feel about him, he's a bum, he's this, he's that. So is the other guy and everybody else from the past. And now Gamer Bay has a shrimp. But how does it look for you that you're letting these bums with shrimps knock you up? You said he's balding, all the things, but you're letting him knock you up. And not only did he just knock you up, but you're also carrying his baby, despite knowing that he's a bum, with the shrimp, who wouldn't even take your motherfucking trash out. I just don't understand.
What happened? Huh? Did Bella scratch you in the eye? Huh? She's like, she was just like play fighting. Like her and her sister be play fighting. I know I look green right now. It's because my damn lights. Her and her sister were just play fighting. I look like an alien. So now she's just staring at me with her one eye. You better not be hurt, for real. I'm not rushing you to the hospital tonight, okay? Oh, Lord. Anyway, yeah. I was kind of embarrassed to say that before but I shouldn't be embarrassed because that has been my choice, and I've made that choice because I'm not like a vain, even though that's what I've been called, a vain, selfish person. I'm not that type of person. Like I just don't look at people, and when I meet them, I'm like, oh, what they have and what they can do for me. No, because I do for myself, you know? But I need to start thinking like, like the gold digger mentality. Yeah, I need to start having that. Like, I need to like reprogram my mind because
She's so slow. Did she just say the gold digger mentality? The gold digger mentality. I mean, you don't have to have a gold digger mentality to at least want to make sure that a man has the basics that most adults should be having, which is a job, a home, a vehicle. All right. Then, if he has children, you look at what kind of father he appears to be with those children. Does he get his children? Does he talk to his kids on the phone when you're around them? Does he ever even speak about his children? You look for those things. It's not about having a gold digger mentality, but why allow a bum with nothing to offer themselves to enter your life and enter your womb, all right, and knock you up? Why allow that? I'm just like, what are you talking about? Native Heart, you said she has kids by men she knows will not take the child. Hold on. You said she has kids by men she knows will not take the child or not in the position to be able to. I still won't believe she's knocked up until there's a baby. LOL. Oh, so there's questions as to whether or not she's actually pregnant. I think she is. I do. I think she is. Black and Bougie, you said if you're this old and simple, wrap it up. Yeah, just please. Just please. I don't understand why she said gold digger mentality. I mean, that's just the basics that every woman wants a man to have. I mean, the regular bitches. I'm a regular bitch, okay? Honestly, truly. But that's the bare minimum. Do you have a place to live? Do you have a vehicle? Do you have a job? All right. If you have kids, I need to know how many baby mamas they are. How old is the youngest one? All right. And you have to stick around because every man's going to tell you that they're a wonderful father. It's either they'll tell you they're a wonderful father or the mother is stopping them from being a part of the child's life or whatever. But when you sit around and you get to know somebody just by having conversation with them, maybe going out a few times and just asking questions, you can kind of gauge what's going on with that. You can just based off a conversation and how they carry it. But yeah. I don't think that that's gold digger mentality. That's just you being a responsible adult who does not want to waste time and allow somebody into your body and into your space who is not worth shit.
no. Mm-mm. Anyway, so yeah, that's been my mistake, and that's why situations with me and the opposite sex, it keeps ending like the same way over and over and over because I keep picking the same people, different fonts, pretty much, different form over and over and over. And it always ends the same way. I'm just like, ew, no. And then, yeah, it always ends bad in a bitchy bitch fit from the other person. They're always bitching and moaning and complaining and upset at me because I don't want to fuck with them anymore. Girl, then they come to the internet and they bitch and complain and oh god. Ew. Ew. Okay, ew. And I'm not the only one. ladies out there, don't be trying to act like, oh, you holier than thou, and please. And I'm not saying anything's wrong with it, but I know half of you women out there, whoever you're with, you had to probably build that man into what he is today. And
You keep saying she not the only one. Okay, you very not be the, you may not be the only woman that's settling for any type of nigga, okay, and just having babies back to back by trash men. You're not that. But any woman out here that's worth some shit, that truly believes that they deserve the best, like she claims she believes that she does, they're not going to entertain and put up with this type of shit, and they're not going to allow themselves to be impregnated by various different men, and have their babies and just keep doing the same shit over and over and over again. Hell, they're not going to even allow these types of men to get to know or be around their children. Um, if you believe that you deserve better, if you carry yourself with respect, if you have high self esteem, you're not going to be giving anybody access to your body that you don't feel is worth it. And Olivia did not even have the time to figure out if they were worth anything. So, no, you're not alone. There are women out here living like this, but they're not the type of woman that you claim that you are. That's the thing.
I'm just not in the mood. I feel like I'm too old to do that, honestly. But some women do it at 60. We've all seen that too before. So it just depends what type of woman you are, what you want, what you're looking for, how much patience you got, how much time you got on your hands. Girl, mm-mm. But yeah, I say that to say this. I want to work on myself and just
Hey, Lynn.
get back good with myself and focus on myself and my kids. And not saying that I don't, because I always focus on my kids. My kids are always number one, no matter what I'm doing, whether I'm getting dick or not that month. My kids always come first. But
Well, that's not the case, because if your kids came first, these men wouldn't even get that fucking far. They would not. You wouldn't even meet them because you don't have the time to meet with them outside. Without your children. So if your kids truly came first, you wouldn't even have been around these motherfuckers because they wouldn't have been able to step foot in your house. Your kids do not come first; they come last. Okay. Your horniness comes first. Your need for male attention and validation comes first. That's what comes first, and then maybe your kids after that. But definitely not the kids come first. They don't. They don't.
I just don't really want anybody in our space. And nobody deserves to be in our space. Like, our space is sacred. And
girl, shut that shit up. Now the space is sacred. Nobody deserves to be in the space. Um, yeah, okay. As soon as she finds somebody else that tells her that they're perfectly fine with her being pregnant, or that they act like they want to play stepdaddy, or as soon as she finds somebody that says the right things, all right, and she gets horny enough, all that shit's going to go right out the window. No more safe space for the kids. The man's going to be around, no matter who he is. It doesn't matter. It's her acting like she just don't want to be bothered now.
full of love and nope. We'll revisit this maybe next year. This whole dating stuff. I'll see you guys next.
You're going to revisit this next year? Next year. Well, what's going to be different next year? Because next year, what? She's 20 weeks now, 20 something weeks. Okay. So let's see. You got a few more months to go. All right. You got 20 more weeks to go, basically. So what? By next year, the baby's going to be what? A few months old. Okay. And we're going to revisit dating when the baby is a few months old and you have toddlers in your motherfucking house. No, way too soon. Unless you have a babysitter and a way to get to know these men and date outside the home. I don't understand what you're thinking about. Like, what's happening? What is happening?
Next April, and we'll see where we're at with that, you know. But I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Just real girl talk. I love talking to y'all. My makeup ate down tonight, honey. Okay, you guys like my little bun?
Girl, please. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. Hey, Lynn, I am doing well. I hope you are too. Black and Bougie, you said she'll do everything but admit that she hates herself and can't do better, child. That's what it gives. It's like self sabotage to just keep dealing, bringing these men into your life and having their children. It holds you back. I mean, shit. Once you get too deep into the pregnancy, it ain't much you can really do. Child, I don't, besides go to fuck to work and take care of the kids you have. That's it. It's like I don't know, but then again, for her, it doesn't hold her back because she don't do shit but record her life, go live, and take care of the children. All right, I don't know. OG Wuchow, you said no. You talk about your kids. You do not focus on your kids ever. I agree. Len, you said listen to the meathead. Ashley Moore, you said AJ couldn't even get some fish before he was thrown into the room hungry. What? Black and Bougie, you said if he was still there, he'd be amazing and we'd be haters. I agree. He would be an amazing, providing, loving, supportive father figure and man to her child if he still was there, if he still wanted to be there, right? Big Nene, you said exactly. She cooks for men first before her kids. She's a clown. I agree. See, it's just terrible. Ashley Moore, you said she just say anything, definitely saying anything. Uh, you said she gets pregnant every 2 years. Catch her in 2028. Lynn, oh wait, you were responding to somebody. CC Life, you said it's sacred now after she let different men hit on her babies. Right? How about that? Okay, it wasn't a safe space when she was over there saying how any male friend that she has that comes to her house can discipline her children. It wasn't a safe space then. She didn't care for it to be a safe space. Now it's supposed to be a safe space because nobody wants to be there. But if a man wanted to be there, she would just throw her fucking kids to the wolves so she can have some company. That's it. That's all. Just throw the kids to the wolves. Now, real quick, I'm gonna try to. Uh, well, let me see. Is she talking about anything else at the end of this?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds makeup.
To be honest with you, and I don't want to be mean. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but like I don't care what anybody has to say, whether you say something good or bad about my life and my situation. This is my journey. Y'all are just watching it. You guys can have your
Hey,
opinions.
T
That's cool.
Time. Hey, Rep and BK.
But don't be mad if I come back and I have my own opinion about you. Okay, don't be mad. You can't do that. Okay, you can't be butthurt. But that's fine. Everybody can have their opinion. But this is my journey, and everybody has their own journey. And you're not going to ever convince me that your journey is better than my journey because it's not. It's different, but that doesn't mean it's better. So, no, I don't care. You know, I don't care. And
Girl, please, you keep going through the same fucking journey over and over again. This is the third fatherless child journey so far. And she claims she's getting her tubes tied, but I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it. Now, let me see if I can find this live where she was talking about uh, Gamer Bay. Was that he thinks I want a second chance? Which one? Let me just see. Not faking my pregnancy. I think it might have been this one. Not gender reveal. Let's see. It will be okay. It will be okay. Go on my. Let me cut you here. Turn around. Give me a second.
no, I don't like that game, AJ. Hi, y'all. 4:11. Oh, this is still good. I'm trying to do edges. baby.
No, I like that. No.
Okay, turkey. Like.
I love you. You love me. Oh,
All right, I think this.
you my best friend.
He called me this morning.
Oh,
And that's what he always used to do, like when we were together. He's the type of guy, I think you guys remember this. Where it's like he would want to be on the phone with me all day at work. Literally, all day. From the moment he drives to work, is it at work, lunchtime.
This mine?
Yeah, it's yours. So like that's what he did this morning. And I'm barely just waiting.
Let me pause it real fast. Y'all, I believe that this is the video, the live stream where she was talking about Gamer Bay and whatever is going on with them. So we're going to stick around for a little bit and see if that comes up. She's already talking about, I guess she's talking about him now. So we shall see. Let's see. Ashley, you said, wait, Grandpa Bay going again. Oh, wait, he came back? I didn't know that he came back. I had no idea he came back. Lynn Stone, you said Olivia is a troll for clicks and views. Her life is piss poor. And as long as she can wake up light skinned, she feels like she's winning. Not as long as she can wake up light skinned. Black and Bougie, you said my journey is pure bliss compared to that hell you're living. Child, yes. Definitely. Ashley Moore, you said, I remember when she said she was done having kids after Ryan and she lied. Okay. Hey, Golden Girl. Hey, Latoya, you said, I don't think women's journeys consist of getting on dating apps, looking for men to come and sleep with them raw. Are you okay? Their journeys are most certainly better than yours. Yeah, because how many times you going to go? Like I said, she done went through the same journey several times now. Okay, now pick a new journey. Okay, pick something else to go through because this right here is a bit much. And nobody that cares about themselves or their children, or their sexual health, their health period, is going to keep going through this motherfucking journey over and over again with various types of men. At the very least, protect yourself and make sure that you don't just procreate with anybody else. At the very least, okay? At the very least, do that. Because I'm over this journey right here, okay? But let's go ahead and see what she's talking about in this this live.
Just waking up. He calls me at like 8 a.m. And we're talking and it's cool, but then he starts with you need to unblock me because he's calling me from a block number. And I was like, unblock you? I guess I could. And then, I don't know. Then the whole conversation just starts with us being together. It just starts with that shit all over again. Like, okay, I don't know how we got here, but. And then where that pussy been? It's none of your business. The hell? The fuck? Why?
I feel like, girl, you're pregnant. Is her really trying to make it seem like this man wants to be with her? I highly doubt that's the case. It appears, like I said before, the men love some pregnant puss, and it appears that might be his main interest. And that already lets you know what he thinks about you. If he feels the need to ask, where has it been? Okay, because what would make him think that you are interested in sleeping around during your pregnancy anyhow? Unless he already has an idea of what type of woman you are and how you move.
And I lied. I said nowhere. What I lied. Yeah, I did bottom lashes. I didn't like them though, y'all. It was too dramatic. It's cute like for a night out, but not for every day.
No, not me. No.
Hey!
No. Do that to that. No.
That's what I told him. I said we don't need to do nothing.
Baby.
Stop. Does he watch my YouTube channel? No, he doesn't fucking snoop. He's not a snooper. He doesn't do that.
Mom, I'm gonna apple you.
He minds his fucking business. That's
It's her saying he doesn't snoop. He's not a snooper. Bitch, going on the internet and looking at what is available for everybody else to see is not snooping. It's simply seeing what you're up to. How the fuck is that snooping? It's not hitting. It's not hitting. It's not like this is like some private content that you're putting out there and that people have to pay a subscription fee for to view. This shit is out there on the internet for everyone to see. So how is it if a man looks up your shit, he's snooping? Girl, bye.
good thing about him.
I'm gonna ask you.
He's love bombing me. No, not really, because he's still talking his
Baby,
shit.
baby, come here.
He's very much a shit talker. Get out of the way, AJ. I'm trying to get this stuff.
I love you. You love me. Okay.
He's on 1,000. He's reversing things, mind games.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if we put it in perspective, I did fuck him over, but that was months ago. And then he obviously fucked me over. So it's like, but he doesn't look at it as fucking me over because we weren't together. Okay, whatever. But I'm pregnant with your baby and you were talking to another bitch. But, okay, we're not together. But when he came into my life, he's like, you had every part of me. I was totally dedicated to you, your kids, blah, 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 blah. And I hurt him. Oh, Lord Jesus. It's all good. I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep it cool. And that's what we're going to do. That's it. That's all I want to do anyway. I'm not trying to go there with him. I'm not. Ooh, you about to take a nap. You are about to take a nap right after you're done eating. Take your time. It is hot. He's about to go to sleep.
Girl.
Just hit me up after I have the baby. Because then, you know, he doesn't need to be a part of anything. And he's like, no, because then you're going to really hate me if I don't be there for you while you're pregnant. Not really. Not really. Not really. I agree with you. Even co-parenting, you're right. He needs to drink water and mind his business. Exactly, Kay. That's what I think too. These men don't see that. They don't see that at all. He just wants to talk. And then he starts with the, that's my pee until you have this baby. You guys, what did I tell you? That bullshit? No, honey. No. If that's your mindset, no. 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 I did want to be with him at first. I don't want to anymore because I don't know. Stop! God, he's on 1,000, this child.
Okay, so just looking at this is not the video I was looking for because this appears to be a video where she's saying that she's trying to be on somewhat the same page with him, you know. But in the video that I was looking at earlier, she basically was saying something about how they were going back and forth. He was saying some things to her, and then she was telling him about his shrimp. And he told her, or he sent her a screenshot of him on the phone with another female. I mean, just look at the situation. Somehow she says all she says in her vlogs about wanting peace and all the things, and then gets on live and talks about shit like this. This is what, 2 days ago? Did she put this? Did this happen supposedly? Like, what's going on? What's going on? it appears that Gamer Bay may not be interested in doing anything but sleeping with her while he can. I think that Gamer Bay is well aware of what type of woman she is because he asked her, "Where has the coochie been?" So while she may think that this man is not snooping, I believe he probably is on her social media accounts. I don't know. Part of me even questions whether or not she's actually having these conversations with this man. Honestly, truly. You never know with her.
I wanted to be with him when I first got out of jail. I was like, okay, get down. When I first met him, he was a completely different person, okay, than the person he is today. Now, you might be like, well, Liv, this is the real him. No, he just keeps saying once somebody fucks him over, he can't look at them any other type of way. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. I'm the same type of person, so I kind of understand where he's coming from. But he already knew, like, I had already fucked him over before he got me pregnant. So, and then he said today, I'm like, so why didn't you just do this with another girl if that's how you felt about me? Because I wanted to have a pretty baby. So, okay. So I was choked. AJ, I swear to God, you're this close. Get away from my bike. I already told you he says shit like that, y'all. He says shit like that. AJ, if you get up off that seat, I'm taking that food away and you're going in your bedroom.
Let me read what y'all saying in the comments. This is too much. Child, she just said that she already fucked him over before she got pregnant. And then but somehow he was wrong for talking to another girl while she was pregnant. And then she obviously was talking to another man while she was pregnant. Because how the fuck did Grandpa Bay come around? It's just too much. It's too much. Let me read what y'all saying in the comments. CC Life, you said, oh no, you was talking to Black and Bougie. Ashley Morphy, you said, I know she has something she can't get rid of. Ain't no way, cuz, child. Who knows? But I'm under the impression that she has caught quite a few things with the way that she moves. Okay. Latoya, you said you're right. It's none of our business, especially when you told him you had a boyfriend with his alleged baby in your belly. Is this story another one of your lies? Child? She told him she had a boyfriend. I mean, I guess he probably could have figured that out. I mean, she completely just pushed him to the curb when she had Grandpa Bay. I don't know what I don't understand how she can portray herself as some sort of victim in these stories. I don't. And I question whether or not she actually had these conversations. I think Olivia just likes to make it seem to the people like these men want her. But it's clear as day, if a man wants you and if he is pursuing you, you will be pursued. All right. Is there anything out there where she's talking about or showing things that this man is actually doing to try to be around her? It sounds like all he's trying to get out of her is some coochie. All right. Black and Bougie, you said, I'm telling y'all that man ain't said no shit like that. Latoya, you said you told him you had a boyfriend, Liv. Child. Essie Johnson, you said, Olivia, imagine thinking of your kids as much as you do a man and putting all these emotions and time you put into men into your kids. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. 1 minute the vlogs are about safe space and peace and all the things, but somehow she keeps having these conversations with these men that supposedly is disrupting her peace. These men are trying to be in her life. I just find it hard to believe, honestly, truly. OG Wuchao, you said POF must be slow right now. She must not be getting any bites on her fishing line. Probably not. 80% CMOS, she said she just be lying for no reason, child. That's what it's feeling like. It's feeling like this is cap, okay? Essie Johnson, you said, Olivia, why waste this time and emotions and love and money into something that you're not going to have the rest of your life? Right. I agree. Black and Bougie, you said that boy constantly makes unnecessary noise to get attention, and it appears that he is definitely searching for attention, but his mother is too consumed with the internet. Okay, she's not worried about that. She wants to keep telling her stories about, these men that are supposedly so enamored with her and just wanting to be around. Like I said, I don't think that this is the case with Gamer Bay. I don't think that he's wanting to be around, honestly, truly, at this point. Uh, Latoya, you said them kids can never get her attention. They always see their mother with a smear to her face, telling camera to her face, telling stories. Child, yes. Oh, so Yummy, you said I think she's lying. Child, yeah, me too. Big Nene, you said she kills me with the "he got me pregnant" line. Girl, bye. Yeah, she's making this okay. So basically, Gamer Bay did this on purpose because he wanted to have a pretty baby. Is what she wants us to believe. Okay. Black and Bougie, you said how many guys have hit them thus far? This has to impact their nervous system. I'm quite sure it does. And sadly, the next guy that she winds up talking to was going to be over there doing the same shit because Olivia doesn't care. She just wants to have a man. Gia Virgo, you said she watched the game interview. LMAO, stop, live. A man saying that is a compliment, especially if you're grown, child. Osanyem, you said she tried to trap him. Doesn't she always try to trap somebody? That's the thing. Now all of a sudden he wanted to have a baby with a woman who lost custody of the first 3 kids and has two fatherless kids in her custody, all because he wants to have a pretty baby. Well, I mean, I think that any man with sense would look at the situation and see that, there's obviously a reason why the other 2 children do not have a father. And so why would he pick you to have, you don't even seem to have healthy co-parenting relationships with the other men that you had kids with. So I find it hard to believe that he would intentionally impregnate you to be a part of this messy situation that he sees is no good outcome for none of the fathers, except for Gerard, who fought for his children and got custody. Anyway, let's continue.
His whole thing is, I stopped fucking with him, a person who is 10 toes down for me and my kids, for a nigga who's never done shit for his own kid. Okay. I hear that over and over and over and over and over again. See, this is stress. I know that's crazy, and I know that's stupid, but that's what happened. So get the fuck over it. Oh my God, get over it. He needs to get over it. How old is he? My age. He needs to get over it, bro.
Who? Who, Mommy?
Was it worth it? Was what worth it?
Mommy, who?
Nobody. Eat your sandwich, okay? And I really want to find the EC. Where is it, you guys? Where's the iPad? Ten toes down for my kids. Yeah, you're right. Who, mommy? Hey, mama. How are you feeling?
Y'all, real quick, we got 126 people in the live stream. If you go ahead and hit that like button if you have not already done so. All right, thank you.
I'm good, girl. I'm good. Just, Kaylani, what are you doing? What are you doing? And
S.C. Johnson, you said Olivia practices performing in front of the bathroom mirror on a daily. My sister did the same thing when she was a young girl. She's still not an actress. You know what? To be honest, I don't find that hard to believe. I think she definitely does get these stories together and practice in the mirror before she goes live. Okay, because their whole entire performance in the previous video, crying about the baby and finding out that the baby is a girl, and now she's going to keep the baby because the baby has been through so much with her and been there so much for her and all of that. I definitely think that was a thought out emotional performance for sure. Because Olivia just doesn't really care about any of her children to that degree to be crying about that. Either it was a thought of a performance that she thought about before doing the video, or she actually is emotional, but not because of the baby, but more so because of the fact that she is going through the situation and unable to find anybody who wants to fight to be a part of another fatherless child's life. That's just my opinion. Okay.
And this will be baby number what for him? Baby number, I think 4. 4. This is 4. What made me put tattoos on my face? I don't know. I was tripping. She's biting me. Kailani, stop it, you little gremlin.
What does she mean? I think baby. That's what I'm saying. Don't know, barely know anything about the man. You think this might be baby number 4 for him. Well, why don't you know that for sure? Is it because you never cared enough to ask questions about his other children? Or how many children? Like, what? How would you not know that information? Or be unsure of it?
Ugh.
Time.
You done eating?
No.
You're about to take a nap. Mommy needs a break for 5 minutes. No more. Hell no. You've been jumping off the walls ever since I gave you sugar. Water. You're going to drink water now. Water. Baby number 4, I believe. He has 3 boys. And his ex-wife. Give me that water. Give me a water bottle. Oh, Lord Jesus. He's excited it's a girl, though. Come on. Hurry up. Put the kitty down, Mama.
No, love you.
You love me.
Yes, he love you.
The kitty loved me?
Here.
No, I don't want her. Put her on the floor. She's going to scratch you.
No.
She's talking about he's excited it's a girl. Well, what's there to be excited about? Because for one, if he is the father, you don't want him on a birth certificate. You ain't going to want him to take the baby by himself. He's pretty much going to have to be with you in order to be with the child, essentially. All right. What the fuck is it? I don't understand what he would be excited about.
She's going to scratch you. She's going to scratch you. She's going to scratch that beautiful little skin. You better put her down. Oh, he should have his act together. His baby number 4 for him. Men can, girl, hell yeah, men can be so immature, girl. I told you guys yesterday. They do not mature until they're 60, maybe 70, girl. You can't get the water? Okay, eat the rest of your food and I'll get you water. Okay, bedtime. Then grab a water.
It's her saying that men are so immature. Yeah, she's the one that's constantly playing games. Constantly playing games with these men. She said already that she had did him dirty a couple times already. Somehow he's the bad guy in this situation. Now he's a bum. He's a bum and he has a shrimp. There's too much going on, y'all. But listen, I'm going to have to come back on here and react to the rest of this live stream. I have to go pick up my children, all right? Real quick before I get off of here, let me stop sharing my screen. I'm going to read the rest of y'all's comments real fast. Let's see. Black Coffee, you said, again, she deals with all of these men that have children, but they think so little of her to not want her to be around them. But she always says they want her. Yeah, I don't believe none of this. I don't think that he is trying to force her to be with him and constantly worried about being with her. I don't think that that's the case. I think if anything, she's going to make it about that, okay? Because right now she doesn't have anybody else in her face. And so she's going to try to revert back to him as a default because she feels like he's weak enough to allow her to continue to play with him. All right, but we'll see if that happens. But I don't think that he's just, pressed about her, honestly, truly. If that man felt the need to ask you, where has that coochie been? And you are pregnant by him, he doesn't have much faith in her at all. I think he knows that she's loose as a goose. All right. If they even really did have that conversation. Osung Yim, you said she pretends a lot. I agree. 80% CMOS, you said this 3 or 4 has no friends. No, she doesn't. The internet is her friends. Ashley Moore, you said, like, what will I lie about today? Gia Virgo, you said, just think how much she could get done if she put the phone down. She barely leaves for food, child. She's never going to put the phone down because this is how she makes money. And to be honest, the internet is her. These people on the internet are her friends. They validate her. They make her feel good about herself. They encourage her, and they're here for the bullshit. So she's never going to be putting the phone down for an extended period of time. Black and Bougie, you said watch that baby ain't gonna have nothing without Jen and those subs. Child, yes. Because I'm more than likely she's going to have a virtual baby shower. All right. The people are going to be in full support of, her and this pregnancy. Uh, they're already sympathizing with her right now, despite the fact that she has even came on here and admitted that she is being reckless and putting herself in this predicament over and over again. They're going to support her. They're going to buy things. Like I said earlier in this live stream, I don't think she's going to have to provide much. I'm quite sure that the people that watch her are going to support her. Let's see. Gia Virgo, you said no one cares, Liv. You're in poverty. It's a control thing. Manipulators love it. Child. Sean, you said another content baby. That's a shame. Not a content baby. Ashley Moore, you said safe travel. See you later. Yes, I will see y'all later. All right. Latoya, I definitely will be coming back. Okay. If not tonight, then definitely tomorrow. But I'm gonna do my best to get back on here tonight to react to the rest of this live stream because I know I've been, not as present lately. Gia Virgo, you said all these men also have poverty mindsets, very sloppy. Yes, they do, because if these men were worth a damn, they would not want to procreate with a woman that has her circumstances. A man with a brain, a smart man at that, is going to take that into consideration and think about it. First of all, think about what kind of life he wants his child to have. I mean, one of the most important decisions that a man can make is who he picks to carry his seed and to be the mother of his child. Okay. And these men that's getting her pregnant are obviously not very smart. Obviously. Not at all. But anyway, this concludes my reaction, all right, to Olivia for right now. I want to say thank you to everybody who sat through this live stream with me. You guys are greatly appreciated. Thank you to everybody who hit the live stream and to all of my mods who made it into this live stream. But if you have not already hit the like, please do so on your way out, okay? And until next time, I will talk to you all later, all right? Bye-bye.